Hey guys, this is the start of my second season, I guess, of critiques. This is the first relaxed critique. You guys will see what the more serious ones will be in the future whenever I can get around to doing one. Um, Two clips, gonna try to be a little bit shorter than all the past clips that are getting to be around 30 minutes. But anyway, won't. You'll see if there are any changes in the series, or I'll mention them. First up is this Corrin versus ZSS. Um, Something that the person added in when they submitted the clip was that they wanted to be addressed. How can I improve my movement, getting through and around shields, and better utilizing my shield? And then also talk about this matchup. Against ZSS, you really have to use your disjoints and not overextend, because the second you overextend, like with a very laggy move, like maybe your neutral B, grabs are going to net ZSS a lot more. Like your punishes are really strong as Corrin if you learn them. I believe my Smash Corner or BV Smash dudes made a Corrin video to show your setups. So it's important to stay spaced, but also not allow ZSS to do whatever she wants around the stage. And also note that your counter is super good in this matchup solely because she's a character that's going to bring you close to the top. So if you can get your counter in when they're not expecting it, you can kill them super early. Anything else? Oh yeah, too much dash attack, no follow-ups, not enough grabs, low mobility. We'll address all that. So let's get going. Was that end lag because of... well, I guess we're going to go to the start. I want to see if that was end lag due to your Dragon Fang shot. You probably could get shield up here. Also, the second Dragon Fang shot, yeah, you're expecting ZSS to come in the air with a nair, but, you can get so punished if she does this, or just gets higher than it with a full hop. So, just be careful. Also, don't use rolling so much. I would suggest foxtrotting. Moving back and forth is a lot easier. You're not stuck in a roll, or what I mean when you're foxtrotting, you're not stuck in a roll for a certain amount of time and a set distance, because you can jump out and do nairs. You're going to dash attacks or dash grabs, and continue a dash if you want to. Your movement's going to be really predictable, and she's going to know if she forces an approach, you might just roll back, and that's a free grab. So far, I don't like the use of Dragon Fang shot so much, and also, I think you had time for a down tilt in front of ZSS. I'm not a fan of the nair because it drops you below the ledge. You might have gotten hit by something else, but it most likely would, or you might not have gotten hit with something else, and you wouldn't have dropped below the ledge, where if ZSS was ready, she might have been able to do kickflip to edge guard you. Okay, nothing to add there. I don't like the smash attack when she's at 11%. Your nair, down tilt, and up tilt are going to net you a lot more than that, and are a lot easier to hit. Also, no, Dragon Fang shot's going to cancel out every single time. I would have liked a down tilt here instead of a jab. Your jab's really good, and it does a good amount of percent. You started around 20, and we'll see what it comes out. So yeah, 11, but you would have been able to net a lot more. Also to note for this matchup and other matchups, some characters have down Bs and side Bs that are going to allow them to basically have an extra jump or a lot of mobility, like Sheik, Diddy, that sort of thing, where they can get around, because you were trying to force her not having her second jump, or she had already used it, so she was going to have to fall into that or try to air dodge past it, but ZSS is one that's going to be able to get around it, so know that in matchups. Also, I don't like that smash attack. I would have liked her coming down, you be ready with shield. The only way you would have lost, she came down with no aerial and then grabbed you, whereas she came down with no aerial and then smash attacked you, so you would have been fine. I really don't like the F smash. I don't like holding it either. There's no way she's gonna sit in range for that. Obviously, there's sometimes where you're like, oh, they might run in and come hit it again, but you shouldn't do that as ZSS because the punish is gonna be super hard. It was just an unfortunate situation. There wasn't much you could do. I don't really understand the counter there, because I guess you're assuming jump up air, but Corrin, I mean, ZSS gets so much off of just waiting anyway if you try to aerial her shield where she can down smash or grab you. So just be wary, because now that you've thrown counter out, if this person has forgot about your counter, they know now and they're worried about it, because everyone knows how good your counter is. Oh, terrible follow-up by them, and I don't like the Dragon Fang shot again. I think you were hoping to catch their kickflip, but not a good idea. I don't like the F smash either. Sitting in shield at that point's a lot better option. That F smash worked again. Also, see, Zero Suit's always gonna have time to react if you fully charge that shot, and then it's not good enough if you don't charge it a lot. Because since she can react, she can paralyze her, and her paralyzer, I believe at any charge, will clank with yours even if it's at full. So I would have liked short hop over that instead of roll back and then you get hit by one. I like the jump out of that. A jump air dodge is probably the best option. F smash again, not great. I really do like that, sticking it in, because that gives you a lot of options. Uh, Not sure if you had enough time, but if you can't get close, like right up on someone to do a fair or up air, using like immediate side B, if you can pin them with the tip, is super strong. And if you're not confident in that spacing, run RAR. If you don't know what RAR is, it's reverse air or rush. You just turn around and jump the same frame you jump, and you keep your forward momentum. Or not the same frame, or around the time. It gets better the faster you do it. And then back air, because your back air is super strong. That was a great F smash. It's gonna kill. I like that because it covers her option to go away from you, which she definitely wants to do. But that was the only time I really liked F smash. I don't like all this rolling early on, because yeah, this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna end up getting punished because it's so predictable. Spacing with your disjoints and kind of running away but not committing to a roll would have been the option to take, or one of the better ones. If you're super scared, go take invincibility on the ledge and then get off of it with like stand up or jump, because those have one frame punish it, like one frame where you're vulnerable, so you can like air dodge or put up shield after those. I don't like that dash attack. I would have liked like to just run and grab her, because I don't think you had enough time. Turn around down tilt unless like you have C6 to tilts. And then this smash attack, hold on, why did this smash attack come out? Oh, you tried to roll and then like punish her where she was standing. Luckily she rolled into you, so it ended up working out anyway. But like grabs and falling more with nair and pressuring with down tilts or up tilts is definitely the way to go. Like right here, most people are going to roll back or roll forward in this situation, so spacing with a down tilt is your safest, because it'll prop them up to more up tilts. And if they roll back or do it like get up attack, you're fine, or even standard get up if you do it at the right time. Like falling near there, I would have liked waiting below her with an up tilt. ZSS doesn't have great options coming down on top of you. She definitely doesn't have a disjoint. Like, she might on her, like, stiletto, but it's nothing compared to your sword, so, and you could have continued combos. Trying to read her falling back with the up smash isn't, like, great. And think about it, if you're using smash attacks at low percents, like, yeah, it'll get you some percent, but, like, what does it really get you in the end? Like, your move's stale if you were going to happen to kill with it later, which your smash attacks are really strong. Not that you're generally going to be killing with them as Corrin, but not all the time, I should say. Not reliably. But just think about like other punishers, like your grabs, getting a pummel and a throw off and putting yourself in a more advantageous position. Also, again, I wouldn't waste counter in that position, because you have to think, when you use counter, they now are reminded that you have that move. Because it is something that people will keep in their head if they're worried about it, but there are players who won't. So don't like give anyone a helping hand to beat you, to know about like a secret move that can help you kill someone at like 70, especially the higher you are. I don't like that F smash either. You should have immediately dropped it when she hit paralyzer, because I don't think you're going to be able to clank with it. I don't think that even if you clanked with it, then that's awkward that I just said that, but no, it just didn't reach you. Like, I don't know if you would have clanked with it. You might have gotten stunned anyway. But you need to release it so this didn't happen. Honestly, I wouldn't DI that. I would take the 2 up airs and try to counter her up B. I don't know if you're out of hit stun in time. You might not be. But it might be one of those percent, or like maybe a little bit later, like 30% later, it wouldn't be true, and that would be the time to counter. But when you're up high, this should be a grab. It's a grab or setting yourself up for a down tilt. Like, wait, if they fall in front of you, close to you, down tilt. If they don't and they're behind you, run, dash, grab them. Down tilt there would have been a really smart option. You seem to get a little bit panicked. I like dash attack. Also, I would like more pressure than that on the ledge, because stand up shield, even if you hit my one frame where I stand up, which you might, because that ball might sit there for more than a couple frames, you just I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank. You don't get a punish off of it. Like, you're not close enough to reach with like RAR back air or side B. So also, you seem to be kind of like pressing buttons a lot, but we'll talk more about that. That's a great nair, and you should be pressuring to follow up with Corrin, not going for this. There are some Corrins who do really well with like spacing with these balls and hitting people with them. Sorry if that sounds like some terrible sexual innuendo. But right now, it's definitely not working against this character who has like such good mobility, can get around and come punish you heavily. Nair was a problem falling there because there was no chance of you hitting her without her moving up, and there's no reason to. Like, you might catch her if she went to up air you, but you would beat a fair or her not holding shield, which she didn't do. If she held shield, then you might have been able to get out of there. Her grab's like frame 15 before it can first grab, so, or it might even be 18. But great jump air dodge. That F smash actually straightforward would have killed her, I believe. That was the right option, just the up angle you were guessing for the jump instead of the stand up option, which this person has seemed to go for a lot of the same options. Like their rolls are kind of consistent when they roll, and like their options for waiting you to hit the ground and grab you or paralyzer you. So you can like kind of safely assume that standard get up's gonna happen. And if they don't standard get up, you're not in trouble, because if you release it at the right time, you're probably safe in that position if they do a roll in, and they're not gonna punish you off jump. Also, yeah, you're getting pressured like every time someone comes in, you're rolling back. So just note that. How did that end up happening? You double air dodge into the ground. So here's the thing that I see most players do, and I think it's something that like, or I say most, I mean most good players, when you're in a really vulnerable situation and they're close to off stage where you were at, like let's actually pinpoint the exact moment, because I think this is important. So you're right here. ZSS has really good options below you. And if she waits on the ground for you, she has really good options, and she's waiting in shield, she's got really good options. So the only way to like really better yourself is to get on ledge, because you're going to have invulnerability, and she's going to have to guess for a punish or just accept center stage control and leave it at that. And I think that situation, and most like higher up players I think would agree, that like getting that like choice on what to do is a lot better than here, because if you fall with an aerial, or like down, and that's including down air, or like nair, and she's shielding, it could mean a huge punish for her. I would assume she'd be able to shield grab. Definitely a down air, but I don't know about nair. You might be able to jump away. Regardless, you force her into a situation where she has to guess, not just wait and then punish whatever option you choose. Because like in most Smash Brothers games, it's a really bad idea to be on top of somebody, because there's usually a huge advantage. And also you air dodge in the ground, which if you don't know, air dodge gives you 20 frames of lag when you hit the ground. So like general things to go over, you're not pressuring your opponent enough to use shield, because I don't know how many times you hit shield when you weren't doing your neutral B. Because like if your opponent's not shielding and like you have a longer disjoint than them, like a lot shouldn't happen to you, because you'll outrange them and then hit them all the time because they're not blocking. And then once you force shield, because shield is a problem for Corrin, because like her grab isn't really a command grab, or not a command grab. It's not a combo grab. Like you don't lead into it with your throws, and your kill throws aren't super strong, so people aren't nervous about them. So you need to condition shield, then work into grabbing when your opponent's like shielding a lot. You didn't really dash attack too much in this clip, maybe in the other one. We're only gonna go over this one for the episode. And like mobility, foxtrotting, I don't know how good Corrin's foxtrot is. I should probably learn most characters. But it's definitely most of the time optimal movement, or just like short hopping and moving in and out, and like falling with nairs or like back airs to space them out. Because ZSS, she has nothing, I don't think, that can touch you if you back air, because like all of your wings is a disjoint. You don't have a hurt box on it. But yeah, so it's really easy stuff to fix. And noticing like what your opponent is doing wrong in a match, I know that that's really hard to do at almost like every skill level, but it's something to consider, like watching matches and seeing like how far into a match can you realize someone's not using shield or they're rolling the same way, and do it while watching matches, like watching this one and the other ones you have submitted, and then try to do it in a match. Like make that your goal, not necessarily to win, but to notice what their habits are and be like, okay, I lost my first stock, but I know where I need to punish. So like you can take these like losses, like you lose the stock or you lose the game, but you're learning more about it. Anyway, that's going to be it for the first episode. Next, I think I have a Greninja clip to go through. Thanks, guys, for the support from the first, like, I guess, season, and the support for this one so far, too. I'm going to try to put these out pretty often and keep them shorter with, like, just one or maybe two clips if the clips are short and quick. But thanks, remember, like, subscribe, yada, yada.